Okay.
We are live. Hello. We're going to take a second here and share. Hi, everybody. We're going to be doing a part 2 to the coronavirus tonight. If you didn't see, President Trump did an update, and so we're just going to share some things tonight.
Speaking of sharing, I'm trying to share to all the accounts that we share to here. Okay, come on. There we go. Share. Share now.
All right. Let's see if I can get this to work here.
Okay, share to that group and share to that group.
All right. Hi, guys. We're going to get started here in just a second. We're going to do an update to the coronavirus. I know it's the most talked about thing right now, so we're just going to give you our perspective on it.
Okay, I think I've shared all I can share.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yeah, it's a wonderful Wednesday.
That's right.
It was cold and windy here, so
yes, here too. It's definitely cold and windy.
All
right, we're going to get started here in just a second. We are discussing coronavirus tonight. If you didn't see, President Trump did do a speech on the coronavirus, and we're going to speak on that. You ready to go ahead and get started, Daddy-O?
Yeah, let's go. And if you guys know somebody that's concerned about this, now's a great time to share. We're gonna share with you what we know to be the truth. I've got friends in China. I've been talking to them now for 2 weeks. I spent the last hour on the phone with some of the smartest people I know in the medical profession, asking them what they're going to do, what they know to be true, what they think is not true, what they think is rumor. So we're gonna wade off into that and give you the most current information we have access to. So, Ms. Maritza, and if you've got questions, ask them. And I'm when I look down here, I'm not paying attention to you. I'm looking at the questions on my phone here. So, hey Trey, welcome on. It's a good friend of mine, Mr. Trey Rush. Welcome on. Hey Scott, welcome on.
If you have any questions, be sure and ask them in the comments, and we will definitely answer them. Okay, so I'm going to get started here tonight. So I just wanted to cover, if you didn't see, the CDC did come out with a statement saying that, at this point, we should definitely be concerned. And so this is something that, we don't take lightly. So a few weeks ago, if you watched, we did a coronavirus, and we were talking about how it wasn't something to be panicked about at that moment. At that time, there was only 5 confirmed cases. Now we're up to 60 in the United States. So that's definitely a drastic difference. Now, we're going to say this, going to go ahead and get this out of the way. We still don't believe you should be in a state of mass panic. So now.
It won't do you any good anyway. Won't make any difference.
But do we think you should be concerned? Yes. And here's why. So there have been a total of, like I said, 60 cases. But what you need to know about those 60 confirmed cases is that 45 of those confirmed cases were either direct from China, or they were evacuated from the Princess Cruise Line that was infected as well. So 15 of the cases in the United States are coming from other sources, or have come from those people who were evacuated. So I'm going to show you guys on my screen what I'm looking at here, a map of where these confirmed cases are. So here we have the map. So what you'll see here is that these are the confirmed cases. So we do have 6 in Texas. Now, if you look at the fine print here, it says all cases are people who were evacuated from China or the Diamond Princess. So every single case in Texas has either come straight from China or was evacuated from the cruise ship that was infected. So that's something important you need to know. Also on the map, you'll see there are some states that have the parentheses around them. That means that they have recovered. So that is good news. So all the people in these states have recovered. So that is good news. So basically, they have the president did announce that Mike Pence is going to be taking over at the forefront of this, as well as they have allocated millions. I believe it's billions, right, Dad?
They're going to argue about how much money, to somewhere between $2 and $8 billion, a slush fund to deal with this. So there's not going to be any shortage of ability to finance efforts if need be.
Yes, but the good news is he also explained that if it were to have an outbreak, the United States is one of the best places to be. We do have great healthcare here, and we do have advanced healthcare. So if there is if there is more outbreak, you're in a good place. So there is no need to panic at this moment, but you should be concerned. And I'm going to have my dad go into why you should be concerned, and I'll stop sharing my screen here.
So one of the things I've been talking to people, I'm blessed. I've got access to a lot of really smart people, and I've asked them what they're doing. And I prefaced all my conversations with them by saying, look, here's what I'm telling people. If I'm dead wrong, tell me I'm an idiot now. Don't let me, spread my ignorance to anybody else. So for starters, what I'm talking to you about is my opinion. If you're sick or you think you're sick, should you seek immediate medical attention? Yes. I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to be your doctor. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do and what I believe I've been told that's true, and that things that you could do to make a difference. So we know this, we're not going to have a vaccine. So you're not going to get vaccinated to not get it, get the corona. So the number one defense mechanism you have is you. It's going to be your autoimmune system and your ability to fight it off if it happens. So what do you do to take better care of your immune system? Well, there's several things you can do. I've been talking to people for 2 weeks about a $20 a month fix. If you can only afford to spend $20 on your immune system right now, message us or drop a line in the comment things. I'll send you what it is. And the reason I won't put it up now is everybody has an opinion. If you want my opinion, I'll send it to you. I'm not going to put it out there for people to make fun of or bash, but it's funny. All the really smart people I talked to, I said, here's the number one thing I'm telling people. And they said, that makes total sense. So I got vindicated 5 or 6 times in a row. So that's easy. So your own immune system, what can you do to bolster your immune system? Well, you can make sure you're getting sleep. You see my daughter drinking her water. You can make sure you're drinking plenty of water. You can take your supplements, your antioxidants to help your body do what it needs to do. You could fast. Fasting's the fastest way to reset your immune system. So I'm actually on the 36th hour of the fast right now. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm fasting right now. Marissa's been intermittent fasting. She can't fast because she's feeding 2 other people. New mom, and she's pumping and feeding her child and helping another woman feed her child. So full-blown fast is not going to work for her, but I would highly recommend a couple of days, put yourself into autophagy, let your body take out the trash. That's what it does when you fast. But the other thing, I'm going to stand up here for a second because I want to demonstrate something. This right here, that's where 80% of your immune system is. Some people think more. It's your gut biome. So let me give you an idea of how big a deal that is and why you might want to be paying a little bit of extra attention to that right now. So, they've done the study now, the human genome, and the average human, you've got about 22,000 functional genes. The average earthworm has 38,000 genes, and a rice plant has 40,000. So you're about half as sophisticated gene-wise as a rice plant. So what makes us better? What makes us different?
Right.
There are 2.5 million to 3.5 million gene sequences in the microbiome in your gut. And as a human, we've figured out how to symbiotically work with that. And we're taking advantage of those 2.5 million other gene sequences that make us special. So 99.99% of the microbes in you are beneficial or benign. It's the 1/10 of 1% that are the bad guys. So let me give you an example here. Where do people go to catch the worst bacterial infections on the planet? The hospital. That's where the flesh-eating bacteria. Why? Because they wipe out the other 99.1, and the only ones that live are the super deadly ones, and that's why you get that stuff at the hospital. If they let the other stuff go, it would take care of those, wouldn't have that problem. You're the same.
So I have a question for you, Dad. Should people run to the doctor right now and get an antibiotic for the coronavirus?
No, because number one, it would have zero effect. Antibiotics don't kill viruses. And number two, what you would do is severely damage your gut biome, which is your defense. So that's not going to work either. So don't do that. Don't get a steroid injection and again, take the advice of your doctor. I wouldn't go do that. I wouldn't go take that. I wouldn't take antibiotics anyway.
So another thing that we were talking about too was the percentage of people who pass away from the coronavirus, which is something that I think people should know. So go ahead and tell them about, the difference. One of the things that we hear a lot, and even one of the things that we said in our previous live was talking about how there's more people who catch the flu than people who catch the coronavirus. However, what's scary about the coronavirus is the percentage of people who actually die.
Yeah, so about 1/10 of 1% of the people the last 10 years in the U.S. that gets the flu die. So that's been 30 to 60,000 people a year. That's 1/10 of 1%. If we could believe what China is telling us, which I don't, they're more around 2%. Wow. If 2% of the people were dying from the flu, we would have balls to the wall, spare no expense figuring out how to stop that. Big difference between 1/10 of 1% and 2%.
Yeah,
that's
especially
why
when you're looking at a whole population.
Yeah, that's why you want to ramp up your immune system like now. Right. It's good for you anyway. It's something I talk to people about all the time. Corona's just giving me a reason to look you in the eye and say, look, you ought to be doing this. I mean, if I opened the cabinet behind you and showed you what I take every day, I take a custom nutrition platform every day and about 15 other things. Why? Because I know they make a difference. Why? Because I'm 60 years old and I go out and ride my bike 100 miles in a day, and I go out and run 10 miles and I don't get sick, and I don't plan on getting sick. And, my goal is to live to be 150. My mission, take you with me and my other family members. And I think there are simple things we can do. I don't pile all that on here because you wouldn't go do what I'm doing right now anyway. I know we have to give it to you in little pieces. If you're, again, if you want to allocate a little tiny portion to ramping up your autoimmune system, your antiviral load, message us in there. I'll send you the $20 a month you ought to go spend right now. Yeah. And then if you're interested in doing more, I talk to people all day, every day. So for me, here's the deal. Am I panicked about this? No, I went and worked out tonight at the infrared sauna in a spin class with a room full of other people in very close proximity who are all sweating and slinging sweat all over. Yeah. Am I freaked out about it? No, because it wouldn't make any difference if I was. Right. Now, if it was like it is in China, would I have went and done what I did tonight? No. You're going to stay at home like they're doing. We're not there. Hopefully our government, they've taken some extreme measures, or trying not to let people into the country who are infected. And all this is just something we had a nice conversation about. But in my opinion, if I'm you, I'm doing everything I can to ramp up my immune system now, because we just don't know. Right.
Yeah, we're kind of in this state of the unknown. And so that's just something, we wanted to get on here and just talk very candidly with you. And really, this is just a discussion. We don't know what's going to happen. No one does. And so that's something, we want to put out there, is that, that's something that we just wanted to put out there, what we're doing and what, we think is going to help you. And so
before we jump off, if anybody's got any quick questions, we'll try to answer some questions. If not, that's okay. If you'd rather message us, if you've got things offline, everybody always thinks their question's stupid. There are no stupid questions. Absolutely not. I had somebody text me a thing. I guess they didn't want to be online. I won't use their name, but if I were to give you 3 or 4 things you could do right now to help improve your gut biome, sugar, stop, fast, allow yourself a chance to reboot, water, allow your gut the water it needs to do its job. Don't make it fight for it. And then eat some raw vegetables, lightly cooked, stir-fried, walked. Diversify your meal habits now. That'll help improve your gut biome. The average American subsists on 15 different things. Eat something different. And I don't mean a different flavor of ice cream. Eat a vegetable you haven't eaten for a while. If you don't ever do Brussels sprouts, do Brussels sprouts. Green stuff. Except kale. Don't do kale. It's the most polluted
there you go.
Plant on the thing.
So I'll give you guys and I know you've probably seen me drinking this water the whole thing. It's probably annoying, but I am drinking a gallon of water every day. That's why I keep drinking on it. I'm trying to get in my last bottle for the day. But I'm drinking 6 of these every day, and it's the video on it's going to be on our YouTube channel next week. And so
how do you feel with the added water?
Oh my gosh, it's night and day. I'm going to go into it more in depth in my video, but one thing, the biggest thing I've noticed is improved energy throughout my week. Also, way better digestion, which has been awesome. And I also don't feel as bloated as I normally do, especially being postpartum, which I thought would be the opposite because I'm drinking so much more water. I thought I would kind of feel waterlogged and feel like I was gaining water weight, but I don't at all. I don't feel bloated, which has been nice. And so, but yeah, I'm drinking 6 of these every day. The video will be up next week. So if you're interested, keep an eye out for that.
So by the way, if you don't already know, we have a YouTube channel. It's Marissa and Mike. Go subscribe, watch some videos, comment, tell us what you'd like us to do videos on. Also, you're watching on Facebook, but if you're on a different Facebook page, our official page is Marissa and Mike. We're also on Instagram. We're not really tweeting a lot yet, but you can follow us on. You can follow us
there too. But be sure and follow us on Instagram. We're going to ramp that page up and start doing some stories and some fun things over there as well. So be sure and follow us on all platforms. And we are so excited to finish off this journey, or to go along this journey. And we thank all of you for tuning in tonight. I know this one was kind of spur of the moment, but with everything happening, we want to stay current with you guys. And so as things progress on this, I'm sure if things do progress, we'll come back and do some more updates, but hopefully that doesn't happen. But, we never know what's going to happen. So,
and our scheduled Facebook lives are going to be Sunday nights at 8:30. We're committing right now. We'll be on with you every Sunday night at 8:30. So share that, let people know. We'll be current, but we also would like to know things that are near and dear to your heart, that you'd like to talk about, and we'll go from there. We appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in this evening. Hopefully, this has been helpful at some degree. If you've got offline questions, just message me or Marissa, and we're happy to help in any way we can.
Yes, we hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Many blessings.
Bye.
Bye.